Hey guys, so I'm all done doing shopping. Hope you can, well, I'll show it to you after. So it's 9:35 a.m. now, so I'm gonna head back and put all this stuff away and then wait for church. Oh yeah, I think I was telling you guys why, earlier I was telling you guys why, like, I don't go to church when it starts at 11. It's because they start the service at 11 and there's singing for one whole hour. And I used to go in, every Sundays from that time until from 11 o'clock, starting time. But this year I just decided to stop doing that because it's just taking a lot out of me. So it takes a lot of energy out of me. So that's why I go in at the starting time of the service. I mean, when the pastor starts to speak, which is 12 o'clock. Because I can't do it anymore, guys. At least at my stage right now, I'm still very exhausted. So anyway, yeah. So there, I came from over there. That's the entrance of the store. Over there. Let me zoom in. Yeah, right over there. Such nice people, guys. And so now I'm gonna head back. And I have to put my gloves on. I should have done that beforehand, right? Okay, well I'm gonna try them. See, here are my gloves, right here. I was debating this morning as to whether I should leave with my winter coat because, that's like a heavy duty coat for like minus 35, guys. That's how heavy duty it is. And because I looked at the temperature, the weather network, and they said it was going to be only not only, but it's going to be +6, and that's very warm for a coat like that. See, guys, this is as much as I got my gloves on. I'm struggling here. So, hold on. I'm gonna use my hand. Sorry, guys. I need to use my hands. Okay, I'm just gonna set you guys down for a second, right here, and I'm gonna put my gloves on very quickly. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I know that's very it's not a very pleasant way to be. So, anyway, oops. Okay, so now I've got my gloves on and we are going. Oops, I almost hit that thing there. So let's go. Oh, look at that! I'm gonna hit it again. Okay, so thanks for coming shopping with me, guys. And I don't want to go in that puddle. Go this way. Okay, now we go. See, it got so warm. So I'm glad that I didn't put on. I'm glad I didn't put on my big heavy-duty coat because, guys, I'd be boiling. Very cold. I mean, too hot. So that's why I have my purple. This is a spring weather jacket that I'm wearing, guys. Yeah, but you still need your scarf. You need gloves. Some people need hats, guys, because some people really cannot take the wind. Now, the wind is not, it's not cold right now. It depends on which way you are headed. See, I'm headed east, so there's no wind. But earlier when I was coming, I was heading west, the wind was there, and I had to stop walking and place the buggy. I had to stop walking and lean the buggy up against me because earlier it was folded, and I had to adjust my collar because the wind was freezing my neck. Yeah. Ooh, I just bumped into this thing here on my stomach, guys, and I punched myself by accident. Okay, so the sun over there. Glory to God in the highest. Yay, man. God is so cool. Okay, now, here we go. Yeah. Did I tell you guys? Yeah, I did tell you guys, but I don't remember if I finished my story. When I first left the house, I said that, did I tell you guys? Yeah, I left a note for my mother to let her know that I was leaving to go to Loblaws. So I nearly almost made it to this place right at opening because my dream, guys, is to be at this store was always to be, you see guys, look, see? I'm veering off to this side. It goes this way and that way and this way and that way, so now I have to put it back this way. So it was always my dream to be at the store right at opening, like at least 15 minutes before opening, because you know, you want to walk in there and just, it's nice and empty. And not that I didn't mind the way it was when the way you guys saw it, it was kind of sparse. I mean, there were people, but it was still sparse. But if you're gonna go there on a weekday after 3 or 4 o'clock, it's gonna be very crowded in there, very crowded. So I love going there early in the morning, even on a weekday. You know, like I said, only if you're there on the weekday after 3 o'clock, then you're gonna deal with a mass crowd. But if you're there in the morning, before 12, guys, before 12 o'clock, then it will be just like that, nice and sparse. So, yeah. Okay, so you know what, guys? I have an update on, remember guys, I made a video on people that drain you and really exhaust you. Okay, I made a video on that, and it was kind of a long title name. I think the title name was How to Deal with Leeches or Spiritual Drainers, something like that. I will post the link for you so you guys can take a look at that video. It was a testimony on how people, it was a testimony on my testimony on how I'm currently dealing with somebody, a relative who is very stressful to me, you know, very stressful, and how I was dealing with it from the time it started up until today, and you know, ongoing or whatever. And now the update is that how do I say it, guys? Well, the update is that things have suddenly changed, and that's the miracle. Things with this person have suddenly changed, where the excess stress and the levels of harassment and the bullying, guys, it was really severe, guys. I mean, in that one video, guys, I explained how many times I would go into a trance-like state, and that was recent. That was very recent. So today is November 26, or is it 27? November 27, 2016. Okay, if I'm wrong, then it'll say on the date that I published the video. So yeah, it's hard for me to concentrate, guys, because I'm crossing the street and I'm walking and I'm just seeing where I'm going, and yeah. So so the testimony is that, you know, this person that I was dealing with so much stress, suddenly there's been a change. Now this person is still, they are still who they are, okay? Their attitude is still the same. They are still just as destructive as ever. But they have, it's like they've backed off. It's like they've backed off, and they're no longer as causing the level of psychological and emotional and mental stress that I was experiencing, you know, when I'm around them, you know. So yeah, so that's the update. And things have, and what happened was, yeah, I was gonna say things have changed. What happened was, sometime at the beginning of November of this year, this person and I just got really fed up with this person, and I just felt like picking on them. So then I went to go and pick on them, and then a humongous big argument happened. Big argument happened. It was very bad, and I was very vicious towards them. I'm talking vicious, guys. Nothing to be proud of, because by the end of the whole thing, this person was left in 100 million pieces, completely deflated, collapsed, devastated, just torn, guys, just completely fragmented into 100 million pieces on the floor. Okay, that's the state that I left them in. And then after that happened, I felt bad. And the thing is, guys, I knew that what I was doing was wrong. And I knew that I was hurting them. And I felt so bad. You know, even, guys, you know what? Even before I got into the argument with the person, I told the Lord, I said, Lord, I'm going to get into an argument with them. I told him that. You see, that's willful sin. But because my arrogance and my pride wanted to pick on them because I was so sick of them, you know, bothering me all the time, I thought that I said, I'm going to go bother them. And I still knew it was wrong. I still knew it was wrong, guys. Yeah. So, you know, I still knew that it was wrong. This is for some of you guys who don't know, this is the Postal Processing Center. Yeah, it's really huge. Big, big building. And it reaches all the way down over there. Way down over there. And there's more to it. I think there's like more to it, like behind the building. Behind the actual building, I think there's more to it. Anyway, and over here, this is where our streetcars get washed and serviced and go to sleep at night for those that get retired in the nighttime. And yeah, our streetcars run 24 hours, but not at full capacity or whatever. No, that's not the right term. Not at full capacity. Not all the streetcars are operating at those hours. Yeah. Like regular service hours, no. So yeah, I told the Lord that right before I got into an argument with this person that I was going to be causing some trouble. Talk about gross arrogance, guys. You know? And I didn't do it because I said, well, the Lord will forgive me later. I'll just ask the Lord to forgive me later because I really need to get this out. Nope. That was not my attitude. My attitude was, Lord, I know that what I'm doing is wrong, but I can't help it. I have to do this. And that's what I did. So then I started a big argument with the person. And then at the end of the whole thing, they were left really in an awful state. And I felt terrible. And then I was talking to the Lord, you know. And I said, Lord, I know that what I did was very wrong, and I'm genuinely and sincerely wrong, and I really, really wish I had not had that kind of an attitude, and I wish I had not done that in the first place, because it was bad, really bad, you know? So then, I asked the Lord, I asked the Lord to please forgive me, and I also asked the Lord to please make sure. You see, I was very nervous now, right? Because I thought, you know, this person is really vicious when it comes to spiritual attacks, guys. Because people don't have to attack you verbally, okay? When you belong to the Lord Jesus Christ, you're going to be under spiritual attack. You can see things in the invisible. Okay, I can see demons in this person's eyes. They have thousands of them, right? And they communicate to you. Like, they say things to you, like things like, I hate you. My purpose is to destroy you. I hear all of that from this person. Like, but these things are coming from this person's heart, right? The things that come from this person are coming directly from them. I can tell, like, you can hear when demons are speaking directly to you, and you can tell when it's coming directly from the person. Now, it's been a long time since those demons spoke, but I can still see them in this person. They have thousands of them. And so anyway, so every time, I can't look at this person's eyes. I can't even look into their eyes, guys, because it kills me. It's a horrible, tormenting pain. You get tortured. you get tortured because I can literally see hellfire. I can see hellfire coming out of their eyes. So whenever they talk to me, I don't look at them in the eyes, and they don't like it. They're like, why don't you look at me? So I try my best, and every time I do look, guys, I'm left in an awful, awful state. Just awful. Really awful, guys. And it's a very agonizing, horrific. Mommy, here comes a. Okay, he's slowing down. It's a taxi. Okay, so it's a horrific thing that I experienced. And so anyway, I'm gonna finish up quickly here because I've got to get inside. So yeah, I said, Lord, because I knew that, sorry, I'm getting all tongue-tied. Because I knew this person, you know, was this way towards me, then I was worried that now they were going to get back at me. So I asked the Lord to please, you know, after I confessed and everything, I said, Lord, will you please make sure that this person does not get back at me, and that the very next day, everything will be just flowery and fine. And guys, I was nervous, but the very next day, this person was exactly what the Lord granted my request. This person was flowery, cheery, happy, joyous, and long story short, okay, this was at the beginning, sometime in the beginning of November, and right now we're at the very last week of November, like the 26th or 27th, and this person has still remained in that way, you know, uppity, cheery, happy, cheery. Yeah, I mean, there are moments when I get irritated with them, like I have been recently in the past few, maybe 3 days. But the situation is still the same, and I have a responsibility not to bring on negativity, because if I feel like picking on them again, then, you know, it's going to happen again, that terrible thing, argument. So I don't want that. So I believe that I have come out of my wilderness, and I'm just dealing with whatever I have to continue dealing with until the Lord tells me that I'm okay to separate myself. Because the Lord had been, I had asked the Lord to please allow me to separate myself from this person, and He said not yet. And the reason why, you guys will, I can't get into the story all over again because I've already explained it in the other video. So just watch it, and you guys will get to see my testimony on my reasons for why the Lord told me not to sever my ties with this person. It's very important. It had to do with their life. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go. I hope I didn't put on that much lipstick because I just didn't want to deal with, you know, checking and my lipstick running and all that. So I'm gonna go, guys, and thanks for listening. All right, see you.